So we're going to check out Access World News. So as with all databases, we're going to place a period in that box and we're going to click search. If you haven't been prompted to sign in with your @ncpsk12.org email address, you should do so now. Otherwise, you'll get an error message. We're going to push our cursor over here and we're going to click on Access World News. So Access World News does two things. It gives you very hyper-local news. So for example, the New Canaan Advertiser, the Connecticut Post, the Norwalk Hour are in this database, as well as global news. So if we scroll down to this refine by source location, you can choose a part of the world. So let's look at Asia. And we can click on that. And again, it's narrowing by source location again. So now within Asia, we are very interested in looking at, let's say, this is a bold move because we're going to look at North Korea. So now we are looking for news out of North Korea. Now you'll notice that this one says it's BBC selected wire articles from North Korea, and it goes to current. The BBC selected newspaper articles in North Korea stop at 2013. Now, granted, we have chosen a country here that is known for its censorship, particularly when it comes to letting their media, their news go out to the Western Hemisphere. So I've chosen a very bizarre example, and yet it's a really interesting one. Say we're going to look for famine, which is also exactly the kind of news that they don't want to see leave North Korea. Having said that, you may extract from this article some really powerful evidence of exactly and precisely that kind of censorship and propaganda that's coming out of the North Korean media. So let's take a look. And here we are. This is a really substantive report. So you can have the news document read to you.
Recently, distorted views are floated by anti-DPRK hostile forces about the realities of the DPRK, especially its human rights situation, causing serious misunderstanding thereof. The United States and its followers are pursuing persistent anti-DPRK human rights campaigns aimed at interfering in its internal affairs and eventually overthrowing the social system by fabricating human rights issue of the DPRK to mislead international opinions and raise it to the United Nations.
You can cite this source in MLA. Now remember that many of these really do require correction, but you can at least copy that and take it to the document you're using. You can print it, and you can include the citation in your printout. So you can choose MLA and go to print it. I'm going to cancel that. You can also download it, and you can save it to Google Drive. Include the citation for MLA. Grant permission, allow, and it's sending the document to Google Drive.